Good morning, everybody. It's 7 a.m. and we are back here with the Rumour Mill. I hope you're all doing fantastically well. We're back here with another video. If you want some bonus content, listen, there is another video out today on the Patreon account. Link is in the description below. Really enjoyed doing this one. Really good. A little bit of a different video, I'd have to say. But yeah, make sure you go check that out. I'm not going to give the subject matter away, but I think you guys will enjoy it if you want to sign up. It also helps the channel. Keep saying to all the members on the Patreon that this is a shareholder channel. I'm going to be doing more live streams on there, a lot more Q&As and stuff like that. I want to do more interactive stuff. So if you want some bonus content, head on over there and yeah, let's get into it, shall we? So today on the Rumour Mill, a fair few things to get through, a fair few exciting things to get through as well. Thank you for all the views yesterday on the video. We're on 21,000 views in less than 24 hours. So thank you so much for that. And hopefully we can hit similar numbers today. Listen, we're nearly on 22,000 subscribers. You know what to do, everybody. Hit that subscribe button, please. It means the world to me. And yeah, keep getting those likes up for every video. Let's see if we can get 1,000 likes for this video. Come on, we got 1,000 yesterday and 1,000 the day before, I believe. So let's get into it. Charles de Ketelaere at Leeds have actually tabled a near club record to offer to sign undisputed star. The Mail claim Leeds have actually tabled a bid of over 26 million to sign Club Brugge wonder kid Charles de Ketelaere. It comes after the Whites were first linked with the Belgian last week by Fabrizio Romano. The 21-year-old has enjoyed his best season yet, helping Bruges win a third consecutive league title, playing in 49 games in all competitions. The Belgium international, we like that, don't we? The Belgium international, especially with that crop of wonderful players, has had a hand in 28 goals, scoring 18 and creating 10. Listen, de Ketelaere, we've spoken about him numerous times, especially on the Patreon account, but we've spoken about de Ketelaere, wonderful player, a Belgian. I believe he got the potential player of the year or some sort of prodigy player of the year not long ago. One of the world-class talents when it comes to youngsters in Europe and in the world, really, standing at 6'4", has had his breakout season, a really superb season for de Ketelaere. Numerous clubs after him at this moment in time. Leeds are competing with AC Milan, but great news in terms of AC Milan. I believe they've just bought in another attacker. So yeah, that's good news for Leeds United. Apparently they've got alternative targets as well. De Ketelaere seems to be Leeds United's #1 target, which is fantastic to hear. We've got a different sort of perspective on de Ketelaere as well. Another news outlet are saying that Leeds are thought to be in talks with Club Brugge over de Ketelaere. The Belgium international has been linked with a move. Obviously, Phil Hay provided an update on Saturday, claiming that the Whites are serious about signing the Belgian with a view to utilising him as a forward. So isn't that interesting in itself? No attacking midfielder. When it comes to de Ketelaere, we know he can play as a shadow striker. We know he can play as an advanced 8, but really you're looking at a number 10. He can play all across the front line. The versatility with this guy is incredible. He's got all those attributes that are going to transition into the Premier League absolutely superbly. 6'4". So you're looking really at him partnering with Patrick Bamford. They literally look the exact same. Nearly the same height, same body type. But yeah, Leeds will have money when the Rafinha money comes in, because I think he's going to go, and the Calvin Phillips money comes in because obviously he's going to go as well. Leeds have no excuses now. We should have money in the background anyway with everything that's going on with the 49ers, Andrea Radrizzani as well. So you're expecting Leeds to really invest this summer. We've been spoken numerous times, especially even last season, from the chairman about Leeds United having higher ambitions. So my ambitions aren't, without any disrespect, Forshaw, Click, Luke Ayling, etc. They're not. I'm looking higher. Those are our rotation players. Charles de Ketelaere, players of that ilk, Cody Gakpo, players of that ilk are going to get us to that next bracket of positions that we're looking at now. If we're not looking at the bottom of the table, if we're not looking at a relegation fight, then we've got to get better players. We've got to get top players. You've got to get top talents who are going to break that bracket. Because currently, with the squad that we have now, with the additions even that we've made, Leeds United are still going to be in a bit of a relegation battle next season. It's just facts. So we've still got a lot to do. We've still got a lot to do. Okay, so Leeds United choosing to listen to club for player sale. Marsh's man has decision to make. Arsenal and Barcelona are among several clubs chasing Leeds United star Rafinha. The winger whose priority is to join La Liga side is attentive to Ousmane Dembele's situation, according to Mundo Deportivo. Of course, Ousmane Dembele's deal expires in June, and so far he has not agreed an extension. But it's just said there, if Xavi's side are facing financial issues to tie down Dembele, then it looks like they will have difficulty to take the Brazil international away from Leeds. I've said this before, Barca are out. Barca are out because they're never going to have that sort of funds. Leeds United, according to several sources, including Fabrizio Romano, are looking at above 60 to 65 million for Rafinha. If their opening bid and their closing bid is 40 million euros, and then they're looking at Lewandowski, they're not going to be in for him. So all this rubbish about Barca still being there, for me, is absolute rubbish. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So yeah, I wouldn't pay too much attention to Barcelona anymore because I think it's Arsenal or nothing. That's how it feels at the minute anyway. Okay, Leeds and Chelsea are in the race to bolster their under-21 squad with Zach Sturge. Yes, Chelsea and Leeds United are preparing bids for Brighton sensation, not Chelsea sensation, I should say. Zach Sturge, as a certain publication understands. Chelsea have held a long-term interest in the 18-year-old and have 2 bids rejected for him. A recruitment source has said that Leeds have joined the London Giants in the race. What is fantastic about Leeds United, and when you're looking at Giarbi coming in, Leeds have paid 5 million from him for Manchester City. It's great that we're looking at the recruitment of the youngsters, the under 18s, under 21s, but we've done that consecutively now for about 3 or 4 years. That's been fantastic. We've got some gems out there, Crescencio Somerville, Joe Gelhardt, Sam Greenwood, but what they can't do this year is they've got so much to do. They've got so much to do when it comes to the first team. They've got so much to do when it comes to being attentive to all the needs of the first team. We're talking left back, experienced goalkeepers, midfielders, strikers, so many things that they've been talking about replacing Rafinha with a winger, allegedly. So there is so much that Leeds United need to do. The youth setup, of course, matters, and that's essentially how you earn money as well, because either they make it into the first team or you sell them on for better value, aka Joe Gelhardt bought him in for $1 million. If we were to let him go now, he'd go for 20 million, 15, 20 million minimum. So that's fantastic, and it shows that works. But we've been so focused on this now for so many years that I do think sometimes it takes away a little bit of attention when it comes to the first team. They can't do that this season. They can't do that this season, or simply Leeds United will be relegated from the Premier League next season. They have to have full focus on the Premier League campaign and the first team. So, when I saw the Giarbi news, listen, there's been so many reports on what an exceptional player he is for his age at 18 years old. But someone to step up to that first team. I know that the deal would have been difficult to do, but I'd have liked to get James McAtee as part of the Calvin Phillips deal, and maybe a loan to a permanent deal for McAtee. See what happens, and then Calvin goes one way, McAtee comes in for a loan to permanent, or he comes in as a permanent. A bit more of an ambition. Lavia, if he'd have come in, looks like he's really on the periphery of that first team. Giarbi's played no minutes. So what I'm trying to say is Leeds are putting 5 million quid into Giarbi, which a lot of people may say it's not a lot of money really, because it's 5 million quid. We're talking Premier League money here, and this guy could be that next level. Quite right. But there is also a potential that he might not be that next level. We've not had that many 18-year-olds who stepped into the first team really over the past however many years. So I think it is a risk just going down that youth sort of avenue again, which Leeds do every single season. I understand the positives, as I've just said, but the whole attention needs to be on the first team. As I said, with the Phillips deal, surely you'd have gone for players who were in and around that first team, really close to that first team, and have proven themselves, like McAtee, in that under 23, under 21 setup, whatever it was. Instead, we've gone for a child again who's really nowhere near the first team. So I think clearly Leeds' head is still on improving that youth development, which is great. But for this season, for this part of what Leeds United are doing in this summer window, they have to be fully focused on getting De Ketelaere in, for getting Cody Gakpo in, for getting players like Charlie Taylor in, Darren Randolph as an experienced head, players of that ilk that are really going to boost up that first team, because it's not good enough at the minute. Christensen, great signing. Aronson, we'll have to wait and see, because he's going to have to validate that transfer fee, and he does look a little bit slight, a little bit diminutive. We'll have to see how he deals with that athleticism in the Premier League. And obviously Rocker, I think it's a decent signing for the amount we've paid for him. But Leeds have to do so much more, everybody, and we need to start seeing movement this week for me. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Really interested to hear your thoughts today. Have a good one, everybody, and I'll see you